The God you were taught to worship isn't the one living inside of you. You're unconsciously trying to build with people who secretly resent the powers that you've already been standing in. So wake up. You cannot scale. You cannot compound. You cannot grow the kingdom while you're still fucking around with those who multiply and decay. Flies breed on top of shit. That's who you hanging out with. Unequally yoked in its truest form. How are you supposed to grow, compound, and scale when your heirs are co-mingling with spirits addicted to lack, addicted to feeding off the bottom? How you gonna? And we're not here to belittle the poor, right? But we're here to cast out what's keeping them poor. Corporate finance, business, we call it dilution. When the wrong investors hold too much equity, the whole enterprise loses its true value. Same thing happens in kingdoms. Same thing happens in empires. Because you've got royal, or you've got sons of royal trust, sons of royal families partnering with these little dumb bitches whose minds reproduce like flies, feeding on old wounds, feeding on past lack and generational rot. And it's not personal. Sometimes it do be, but today is not. It's the principle. Because you cannot scale a state with people who flinch at clarity. You can't delegate authority to someone who thinks that hierarchy is hate. Like what? You just a hater. And you cannot build your own inner governance with those who are still loyal to bondage. Because we all have to be the pillars. It's not just one pillar. We all got to be solid. And this isn't rejection. This isn't rejection. I'm not rejecting you. It's just risk management for the sake of the crowd. Whether you know it or not, separating from poor poverty spirits is the key to compounding equitable growth. And it's only attainable through equity-based realignment. Most messages will tell you to be kind, love everybody, stay humble. But this isn't humility. It's self-sabotage disguised as mercy. And it's not about cutting people off. It's about cutting spirits off. The ones using the poor to pull equity heirs into spiritual bankruptcy. Oh my God. This isn't about cutting people off. It's about cutting off the spirits that's operating through the people. Operating through the people, and those people are pulling the equity out of you. They're making you, they're come on now. They're spiritually bankrupting you. If you don't know what's in it for you, then I can't help you see the value in that. But what I can tell you is that there is a way to cleanly separate. There is clarity of thought. A sharper, whenever you get rid of detach yourself from these poor poverty spirits, these spirits operating through people getting at you, right? Now you got more mental power, that clarity, a sharp increase in decision power. You have a higher energetic capacity. You already know what's stepping behind you. So whenever you decide to disentangle from those who are unequally yoked to decay, you stop funding their dysfunction with your divine inheritance. Look around. Just look around. How many high potential people are stalling at the gate of breakthrough? Always, almost, never ascended. They're always almost, but never ascending. Check their alliances. Because they're tethered to the decay. They're tethered to the spirits with no future. And equity God has never, not once, honored a mixed yoke. what's holding you back is you've mistaken loyalty for leadership, or what you've mistaken for what you think is loyalty for leadership. You thought staying low would lift others, but decay doesn't rise. And the more you try to carry them, the more the crown slips from your head. So who is to blame? Or what is to blame? It's not them. It's the spirit of poverty operating through them. It's the lingering lie that real love stays low. That's not love, that's bondage. And it's time you stop co-mingling and co-signing that lease of bondage. And the longer that you wait, the more expensive the tie becomes. Every day you delay detachment is another day your estate underperforms. And here's the quiet truth. They're not changing. They weren't sent to rise. You were. I'm not here to flatter you. I'm here to give you the word that'll free you. I'm not here to entertain emotions. I'm here to liberate your inheritance, and I'm not even here to do that. Hey, be grateful. The fruit proves the root. And if you've been around decay and your kingdom hasn't grown, you already know I'm telling the truth. It's simple. Cut the spiritual contracts with poverty consciousness that's operating through those around you. You become, like they've been telling us, you become the 5 people that you, come on now. You will only become better than the people you talk to on a daily basis for absolutely no reason. That's how you're spending your time. That's how you're spending your time. So what you think? Come on now. That poverty consciousness, the words, the thoughts, the alliances. If it's another step, if I had to say a step 2 is reassign all loyalty to the terms of your original equity trust. If you got one, hopefully, hit me up. And then I guess step 3 would be to govern your life like the heir that you actually are. This isn't manifestation. It's jurisdictional order. So withdraw silently. Consecrate your decisions. Stop inviting flies into the palace. And subscribe. Because what's coming next feels like home. What do you have to lose? Everything. Everything. The kingdom, the clarity, the credibility, of your name, your true name. And a good name is better than anything. Or, you can stop the financial, or you can stop financing. You can stop financing your own spiritual decay. You, thee, shall detach from the unequally yoked. Thee shall govern your line with clean hands and heavy command. And here's what they never told you, because their doctrine would collapse if you knew. The real God lives inside of you. Not in a pulpit, not in a choir robe, not behind stage lights of the revival service. That's all a show. But within the governance structure of your own breath is where the real God lives. Your higher self has been present the whole time. because it's inside. It has been the whole time, but she or he can't operate while you're outsourcing your power to dusty, broke, bitch ass people, pulpits, and broken men in polyester suits. Like, what makes you think that he or she would want to give you the power to only be drained by some that over there when the inner you knows what's really going on? Why would it allow you to rise? Why would God waste his or her resources on you, knowing you a fuck up, and you gonna keep? Come on now. And it's not even that you a fuck up. Maybe you are. Maybe you are. But I'm gonna keep it plain and simple. My people shall perish for a lack of knowledge. That version of God that they sold you is a decoy, a power draining antichrist infrastructure built to keep your throne vacant, allowing for administration. And those people are the ones administering your trust. But the real one already fouled inside of you. Like I said, I don't have a product, I don't have a course. And this is not a 12-step program. It's a return, a re-entry into contractual command with the divinity that you have always possessed and that you still to this day carry. Where the inside work causes the outside world to bend. Because when you operate from within, where reality swaps itself effortlessly, and not because of grind, not because you out here getting the bag and working harder, but because of governance. So, if you're ready to silence the counterfeit voices, to dissolve the false contracts, to invoke the equitable state from within, like, subscribe, and share this with one who's still attending church hoping God shows up. Share this with one who's still attending church hoping that God shows up. Because you don't have to find God. You ain't got to find God. You just got to unblock him. You just got to unblock her. Like I said, the throne's been inside you the whole time. So continue to go within. Continue to dwell within. And watch it all shift. And breathe it in.